of our doubleheader. 16th ranked Eagle men's team coming up roughly 5 o'clock tip-off. Still plenty of action here. Inbound up top, swatted by Watkins, but Faulkner tracks it near midcourt, and then Watkins reaches around, pokes it out of bounds. Active hands on defense. Avila retains possession, though. Avila's turned it over 8 times to 6 for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Up top, Taylor Faulkner on the Eagle logo at midcourt. Faulkner takes a pick, has a little bit of space on the perimeter, now gives it up. They'll go on the block. Samana had a mismatch down low. Backdoor cut. Esri misses the reverse layup. Loose ball down low. Goodwin comes away with it in traffic. Dene only has 1 point so far on the day on 0 of 5 shooting. Here's Coulson on the block. She's fouled as Samana hit her hard on the shooting arm. Essence goes down to a crouch to try to gather herself after some hard contact there. Samana picks up the foul, only her first. But Tolson has dominated in this game. She's got 14 points, slightly above 40% shooting free throws on the season. She'll have 2 here. Been to the line a couple times already. That one good. 15 for Essence. And it's now 50-42. 15 points now for Essence is her Oklahoma Wesleyan career best. Second one in, 16 points now as she adds on. How about this day for Essence Tolson? 16 points, 5 rebounds. 50-43 Avila. 6:20 left, third quarter. Oklahoma Wesleyan trying to keep pace. Avila has the ball on the block. It's a turnover there as Freeman throws it away right into the waiting hands of Ashley Cook. Lady Eagles will set up the offense here in the half court. Watkins all alone fires the 3, and she got it. Deadly from distance. Michaela Watkins knocks down her third, and she's got 9 points. It's a 4-point contest. 50-46. Timeout for Avila. 5:56 remaining here in the third quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, but some momentum shots to go back the other way here for Oklahoma Wesleyan, Roger.
Yeah, we've made a stab at it here, and we were down 9, and now we're at 4. We've made a good run. We've stole the ball. We've played better. I thought the first minute we were very lethargic, but in the last 2 minutes here, I think we played a lot better. We played a lot better defense. We've had some steals, and we're getting pretty good look on our shots down here, and we got to keep somebody warm at the three-point line now. You know, we can't shoot another 27%. We're shooting 33 now, so that helps. But anyway, we just gotta play very strong defense.
4-point game, 50-46 Avila. Third best team in the KCAC. Lone representative from Missouri in the conference. They have the ball with Paige Esri on the right wing. Cook defends at the bottom of the 2-3 zone. Up top to Bunn, 10 to shoot. She'll pass it left side. Morgan hoists a 3, and another one falls. Morgan has 12 points, and she continues her assault against the Lady Eagles. Been in double figures now several times in just 4 career games. 53-46. Watkins tries to answer back, and that one off front iron. Forced that one up with a contested defender in her face. 5:15 left, third quarter. Here's a pass baseline to Esri. Lady Eagles a little bit late to get back on defense, but they'll settle. Here's Bunn, a 3 up top, and she knocks it down as quickly as the Lady Eagles come back. Avila returns it, back-to-back triples, and it's a 10-point game once again, 56-46. Avila 12 of 17 from beyond the arc. Got to get better defense on the perimeter. Ickes tries a long 2, baseline right, not going to go. Rebound for Avila. Avila in transition. Morgan to Esri in the lane. Esri scores, and how about 8 points unanswered? And the Lady Eagles need a timeout. 58-46. 4:43 left, and you can't have a run like that. Coach Hadley laying into her team a little bit in the huddle. You know, I just can't believe how well Avila is shooting it against a top 10 3-point percentage defense.
We come down and we throw up a 3. Probably we could have gotten a better shot. They rebound it and they beat us on the fast break. And we've been getting beat on the fast break probably 7 or 8 times this whole game, and there's no reason for that. We should be intercepting that long pass, and we're just not aware of it. We're just not, I don't know, we're not dialed in on some things here.
And you wonder the presence of Amanda Hart, how much she's being missed out there. A veteran presence that could rally this team together. Not saying she would make all the difference in the world, and I give credit to the ones that are out there, but having that veteran out there that can play good defense as well really makes a difference. You wonder if Hart might be matched up on Paige Bunn. 12-point game, biggest lead all day for Avila, 4:25 third quarter. Jeffries in the lane, plants in the middle, and turns it over. Fife Berry scoops the pass away, intended for Tolson down low. Freshman making a mistake. 70% three-point shooting in this game for Avila. Hate to keep bringing it up, but that's been the biggest story all day here. Here's Berry up at the top of the key. She's hit a couple from outside. Pass to Faulkner. Faulkner off of a pick as she has the ball over on the right side with 8 seconds to shoot. Here's Bunn up top with 5. Bunn is going to hoist over Watkins. 3 ball way off there, doesn't graze anything, and the Lady Eagles recover down low. Ickes comes away with it. She'll send it forward for Watkins. Sets up Jeffries. One dribble. Now kicks it back out to Watkins, and they'll set up the offense here. Pass to the right side. Johnson, a long 3. That one off the mark. Jeffries and Tolson battle for the board. Knocked back to Ickes, who hoists the 3 ball. There's a short one, and the ball goes out of bounds into the corner as Ickes gets tied up there as she's knocked to the ground. 3.5 minutes left, third quarter. Lady Eagles struggling here, 58-46, as they're trying to play catch up here from beyond the three-point arc. They don't have the same shot that Avila has had from distance.
No, and Avila has turned up their defense. Say we're trying to double up the ball when we come across half court. They're trying to put a lot more pressure on us, and we aren't handling it very well. I think we need to penetrate back inside to Essence and let her take the ball to the bucket a little bit more.
Yeah, she only has a couple points in this second half. Cassidy Snowden misses on a dribble drive, though, for Avila. 58-46. That score has been constant for the last 90 seconds. Neither team has scored. Here's Jeffries, turns the ball over again. It's Westrom who rips it away. Westrom lost the ball. Ickes dives on the deck, and she gets a steal. The crowd loves the effort there from Ickes, and now Watkins runs the offense here. Watkins up top, working on Snowden. She's got some nice dribble moves. Now a loft on the block for Tolson. Drop step. Tolson forces it up and in. And there we go. Back to a 10-point game as Tolson adding on to her career best day. 18 points and 7 rebounds. Avila passes to Snowden. Snowden on the left side, feeding Westrom up at the top. Now on the right side, Faulkner on the wing. See if the Lady Eagles can clamp down for a defensive possession and get this game back to single digits. Here is Esri up top, 8 seconds to shoot. Esri on the left wing, drives on Jeffries. Esri, little floater off back rim, gets her offensive rebound. Back outside to Berry. Avila resets the possession here on the shot clock. Reset to 30 instead of 20, and we've got a whistle. Stoppage here. It's going to be Britton Garrett coming in for Jeffries as she sits down after a couple of turnovers. Danny Rare into the game as well. So Avila up top, 2:10 left, third quarter. They lead at 58-48. Avila has outscored Wesleyan 13-10 in this third quarter. Here is Faulkner, feeds Berry straight away. Berry throws it away inside. Goodwin swipes it. Lady Eagles could reduce the lead to single digits with a bucket here. Watkins, deep one, right side, 3 ball, it's in! Michaela Watkins, her 4th one on the ball game. She's made up for a scoreless effort against Avila in the first game of the series, and now it's 58-51, 1:43 left in the third quarter. Snowden drives inside, tough look over the right shoulder and in. Back to a 9-point game, 60-51. 90 seconds left, third quarter. Lady Eagles trailing here. They play good basketball at home, 6-3 record. Here is Garrett on the right side. A foul called. Coach Murillo on the Avila sideline didn't like the call. Just the 4th total foul called in this third quarter. But a pretty clean game, Roger, in terms of amount of turnovers, amount of fouls. Pretty much been fast break basketball either way. You like to see it.
Both teams have played well. And both teams, the biggest thing you could probably say, well, we took some shots. We could get better shots. But
at least the basketball has been taken care of. Only 8 turnovers. Here's Watkins working on Snowden, right wing. Now an entry pass denied, swatted out of bounds. It'll be Lady Eagle possession on the far side with 13 seconds to shoot. 62-51 here, the tally. Been a good, entertaining basketball game. Avila's had the upper hand for most of it. Avila defending Watkins here on the right side. Hoists up a high arcing three off the mark. Tolson, offensive board. Passes to a cutting Garrett. Garrett scoop shot, no. Loose ball rebound is going to go to Snowden in the corner. Snowden on the break across the far side of the court. Snowden in the lane. Snowden to the rim, and she scores. Dynamic athlete Cassidy Snowden gets her first bucket after scoring 13 in their recent win over Southwestern. 11-point Avila lead once again as things are starting to snowball on Oklahoma Wesleyan. Here's Goodwin in the lane, gets by, bucket in the foul, left-handed scoop shot finish. First field goal for Danae Goodwin. You have to give Avila credit for neutralizing the Lady Eagles' best scoring option so far in this game, but plenty of time for Danae to take over down the stretch. She's so good late in games. One more free throw here to try to make it a three-point play. And it's a miss there, needed that point. 42 seconds left in the quarter, 62-53. Snowden, the backup point guard, has been a problem as she gives the ball off up top. It is Brooke Westrom, 6-foot senior, handles the basketball. Westrom, right side with it to Rare. Now on the block going to work is Maddie Morgan. She misses from the right block, gets her own rebound and puts back up another miss. Lady Eagles track it. Shot clock turned off. 9-point game. Think they'll hold for the final shot here. Garrett is going to dump it off on the block for Tolson. Spinning, Tolson puts up a shot. It's a miss. 9 seconds left. Snowden gets the board. Ickes rips it right back. Ickes fouled, gets the bucket. 5 seconds left, third quarter. Cooley Ickes forces one up and in. A three-point play opportunity here. Hard-nosed basketball, what you've come to expect from Ickes. Makes it a 7-point game.
That's right. When you're behind, you gotta attack. You gotta take some gambles.
First bucket of the second half for Ickes. High-scoring affair here. Avila didn't note it at the time, but they scored 31 second-quarter points in 10 minutes. Big thanks to the 7 three-pointers they hit second quarter. Ickes misses the free throw, but Tolson scoops up the board to Watkins. Left side three. It goes! How about the Lady Eagles? A 7-0 run to close out the quarter. And it's 62-58. Or rather, Michaela Watkins, 5 three-pointers, 3 of which in that quarter. How about that storming back run for the Lady Eagles as they score 7 points in a matter of about 40 seconds. And it's just a 4-point game as we head to the final quarter. 10 minutes of basketball to go. We'll keep it right here. It is 99.1 FM KPGM's coverage of Oklahoma Wesleyan basketball.
I was just ready to say when we missed that free throw that we missed 2 free throws, but we got the rebound and Essence kicked it to the outside, which I wish she would take it more to the bucket, but where she was, I think it was a good move to kick it to the outside. And then Michaela hits a shot, and so my gracious, what more could you ask for?
Yeah. Essence has 18 points, 9 rebounds.
You know, and that may be just what she needs, a kick in her confidence. Hey, I can play down inside and everything. But I just thought overall they've really played aggressively well.
Yeah. I can't complain with that quarter. 10 seconds.
5950. That's 918-695-5950. Craig Demon, your Mackinac.
Welcome back. Mueller Sports Center. How about that 7-0 run for the Lady Eagles to get the third quarter wrapped up? And now they trail by just 4 as we start the final period here. Michaela Watkins and Essence Tolson, they've really set the tone for the Lady Eagles in this game, Roger.
Very much so. Now, we're starting a new quarter here, and we have got to come back with that same aggressiveness we finished with and contest everything. Don't give them more than one shot.
Here's a 3-ball from Faulkner, rattles around, no good for Avila. Loose ball rebound in the corner, pushed out of bounds, going to stay with Avila. 9:45 left in the ball game here. 4-point contest. This one, got a feeling it's going to be a fight to the finish. Been wildly entertaining so far. Avila's had a slight upper hand, but not by much. Morgan inbounds from the corner, looking, taking her time, throws that one nearly too tall for Faulkner, but she'll control it extended from the arc right side. 10 to shoot. Faulkner gets a switch. The defender on her now, Garrett. Pass to Bunn with 5 seconds left. Bunn lofts it inside for Samana. Can't handle it. Scooped away by Cooley Ickes. 12th turnover forced by Oklahoma Wesleyan. They can make it a one-score game here with a bucket. They trail by just 4. They've scored the last 7 points in this game as well. Goodwin puts it on the deck. Goodwin turns around. 2 defenders fall, and Goodwin scores. It's a 2-point ball game. Goodwin faked it out. They both hit the deck. How about that? It's 62 to 60. 9 minutes left in the game. See if the Lady Eagles can get a stop here on defense, potentially tie or take the lead on the other end of the floor. They're on a 9-0 run right now. Bunn guarded by Goodwin on the right wing. Bunn holds onto the ball, stays stagnant. Now up top, Faulkner takes a move off a pick. Faulkner kicks to Bunn, and she's open off a pick. 3-ball hoisted and in. Paige Bunn, she's got 19 points as she continues her assault. She scored 79 points in her career, 4 games against Oklahoma Wesleyan. It's unreal. 65-60. Avila back out in front by 5. 8:30 on the fourth quarter clock. Watkins, right corner, trying to find Tolson inside. Instead, she'll kick it to Garrett up at the top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Underhand to Goodwin with 8 seconds. Goodwin pulls for 3. That one, no good. It's an air ball saved by Tolson. Back to Ickes. Ickes missing down low, but Goodwin with the board. Goodwin's follow good. How about the work on the offensive glass? 15 offensive rebounds for the Lady Eagles, and they make it a one-score game. It's 65-62 with 8 minutes to go. Now the onus is playing defense. Here is Rare at the top. Out of Faulkner. Avila works it around. They'll get it on the block. They have a matchup with Rare, and she's fouled as she tried the left-handed push shot. Avila at the free throw line. They're 6 of 6. And all 6 of those came from Maddie Morgan in the first half. So this is their first free throw attempt of the second half. 7:53 to go. Johnson comes in. Goodwin going to come off for a quick breather.
No, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Essence played almost all of the third quarter. She's got to be tired, but boy, she's played well.
Well, she stayed out of foul trouble, and she's the top scorer, and she's got a double-double as well for the 4th time this year with 18 points, 10 boards. She's the reason Oklahoma Wesleyan's in this game. Free throws, both of them missed, and Watkins scoops up the board. She's got a full head of steam. Heads the other way. She'll pause on the right wing. Don't give her so much space. She's looking up at the rim, I can tell. On the right wing, still keeps the dribble. Now she'll drive baseline. Floats inside. Tolson has position. Tolson has 3 defenders on her, and she's hit hard. That one could have been a jump ball, but there was a lot of contact. I thought there was an arm bar down low. Foul goes on Morgan. That'll be her 3rd. Nobody really in any kind of foul trouble in this game.
No, there hadn't been that many fouls called. But yeah, I just knew we were going to see a jump ball.
Tolson to the line. And she knocks it down. 19 points for Essence Tolson, adding on to that career high. And how about 5 of 6 from the free throw line? We've got a whistle here as there's a drop of blood on the court as Tolson, I think, has some on her shorts here. I wonder if they don't have to sub her out, do they? They might.
Well, put your best free throw shooter in to shoot this free throw.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like Tolson is bleeding anywhere. They're examining her over there on the sideline. I'm not sure what the referee is seeing. Maybe it came off of a different player, which isn't necessarily a savory thought, but Amber Bonham, athletic trainer, going to sanitize that uniform. Little bit of a spot of blood out there on the court is what the referee's saying. 7.5 minutes left in the ball game, 65-63. We'll take this for a quick moment to step aside for a commercial break.
You know, how times have changed. We used to be blood on the floor. We'd grab a towel and go wipe it up. Now somebody's got to put the rubber gloves on and everything. I can't get over it. And a referee, boy, we won't touch it.
The importance of conservation. Getting kids interested in math and science.
Oh, man.
Bringing energy to
I know it. I want them to hear it.
So we can pass on what matters to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips. Energy for tomorrow.
And we're back here after a brief medical stoppage that Roger Skelly wasn't a huge fan of. Can tell you're not a doctor.
You know, I refereed for 27 years, and we got blood on the floor. We took a towel and wiped it up. Now we got to have a major production out of it.
65-63, Tolson got a break in between those free throws. She'll have one more here. It's a 2-point deficit right now for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Tolson has 19 points. See if she can make another one here. And she'll send it up, and it falls off. 65-63, there it was. I mentioned how well she'd been shooting from the foul line.
You jinxed it. Once again, we got jinxed.
Plenty of time left. Here's a pass to Morgan on the block, defended by Johnson. Morgan is fouled and makes the bucket. They got a mismatch down low. Morgan's 5'11", Johnson only 5'7", and Morgan's physicality prevailed. She's got her season average of 14 points. Opportunity for one more at the foul line for an 83% shooter.
You can't let her get set down that deep either.
Tolson's going to come off here for a breather. Goodwin on the bench as well as Coach Hadley resting up her starter. She's been a bit more conservative with her substitution pattern today as Morgan hits the free throw. 15 points to her name, back to a 5-point Avila advantage with 7:20 to go. 68-63. Here is Watkins on the right side. Lady Eagles trying to stay competitive in this one. Don't want to let Avila surge back out in front some more. Here's Watkins, errant cross-court pass. What did she see? Intercepted by Westrom. Avila charging the other way. Bunn, left side three ball. Good. Paige Bunn has 22. She's made 6 of them from downtown.
I think she's only missed one shot tonight.
At least from beyond the arc, you are correct. 71-63, 8-point advantage. Here's Johnson. Johnson going to work, but a travel first. And I think you need to get Goodwin and Tolson back into this ball game. Danae's coming back in, but we got to get firepower back in there. We can't afford to drop down. We're down 8 now. Yeah, it's been a game of back and forth. Lady Eagles have not led in this one since really the opening parts of the second quarter. They led by 1 after the first quarter. Avila took the lead a minute 10 seconds in and has not looked back since then. Here's a throwaway, though, as Watkins catches a pass down on the baseline. She'll sprint out the other way. Wesleyan down 8. Kick right. Johnson fires a 3-ball off mark, but Goodwin underneath gets the board. One dribble up and in. Danae Goodwin, she's got 8 points in the second half, and it's back to a 6-point game with 6:20 remaining. 71-65. Tolson getting ready to check back in. Avila on offense, slowing it up just a bit. Here's Morgan on the left wing. Up top for Barry. Now they'll get it to Bunn. Goodwin stuck on her like glue defensively, and a body goes tumbling down in the paint. And we've got a foul on Oklahoma Wesleyan. They're third in the quarter. Johnson gets whistled for it. First one on her. It'll be Tolson and Cook coming in. Williams and Garrett sit down. Johnson, Watkins out there as well. A little bit of a spot out there being wiped up by a towel over there on the baseline. 6:03 left, 71-65. Lady Eagles trying to set their defense here, trying to pull an upset here at home against a top 3 team here in the KCAC. Inbound goes to Faulkner on the left side. Faulkner going to work, gets by, but lost the basketball. It's on the deck, a scrum for it. Lady Eagles of Oklahoma Wesleyan get possession there. They got lucky as Faulkner was unimpeded to the basket.
I know one thing. I would tell who's ever guarding 12, you better be all over her, and I want to see her miss the next shot.
Lady Eagles have the ball. They're 42% from the floor today. By far, not the best shooting team. Here's Tolson. Couldn't handle the entry pass, and she's called for a foul. That'll be the third one on Essence.
Danae telegraphed that pass, and by the time she made it, it was covered up.
Tolson a little bit too far away from the basket as well, I think, for her to be catching the ball. Samana checks in as Barry sits down as Coach Murillo makes a substitution over on the Avila side. 71-65, Avila leads here. They have won 5 consecutive games. Lady Eagles have won 2 in a row. One team will see its streak snapped here tonight. Here is Westrom. to Morgan. Top of the key, drives in, tries the floater, too strong. Goodwin snags the board. Lady Eagles are +5 on the glass today. 71-65. Goodwin going to work, crosses over at the foul line, spinning, tries the floater off glass, no. And the rebound is loose. It'll go to Faulkner in the corner. Wesleyan had a chance at an offensive board, but now we'll head the other way. Here is Faulkner up top with it. 5 minutes left in the contest here. 71-65. Faulkner in the lane, blocked by Goodwin. And Johnson corrals it. How about the help side defense from Dene? Now Johnson kicks it right. Goodwin for three. That one a little bit short. How about the hustle as Watkins had a shot at that board in the corner, but it does go out of bounds. It'll be Avila basketball here with 4:52 remaining. Still 71-65. No points for either side in the last 90 seconds.
I just think we need to hammer it inside the S. Let's get her down low.
Yeah, get the easy buckets. I think we're trying to make a quick fix with all these threes.
You got it. Exactly. You're just taking the words out of my mouth, and that's not sanitary.
That's pretty good, Roger. I like that. Save the jokes for the blowout games, though. We got a close one. Here's Esri driving inside, pump fakes, now kicks it back up top. Morgan, high arcing triple, it's in. 15 of 22 from beyond the arc in this game, and you just wonder if Avila is shooting too hot for Wesleyan to come back in this one. 9-point game. Here's Garrett, baseline left. Garrett in trouble. Garrett's lost, hands off to a cutting Johnson, and Johnson runs into Morgan.
Not playing smart right now. We're trying to play catch up too quick.
Substitution, Ickes enters the game. Frustration here in the Mueller Sports Center. Coley Ickes, former junior college softball player, checks in. Donnie Bostwick is called into duty here to wipe up a spot underneath the Lady Eagles goal. Coach Bostwick, a true servant of the game.
That's right.
His team waiting on the wings for game 2 of the doubleheader.
Whatever it takes.
Donnie, pretty first-class guy.
And he doesn't have his coach's Bible in his hand either. He's down there with
you
both hands.
hardly ever see him without that in tow. Full court pressure here for Wesleyan. We'll see if they can force some turnovers. Esri double teamed in the backcourt. Esri in trouble, scaled that baseline opposite end. Esri taking her time. She's got 3 seconds to get it across. 2-1, and just in the nick of time, they do beat the 10-second clock to get the ball into the front court. Very nearly that violation. Here's a steal for Garrett on the far side. 9-point deficit. Garrett at the free throw line. Defense flocks to her. Kicks it right for Watkins. Sets up Cook straight away. They work it around left. Ickes wide open. 3-ball up. And no good. Rebound for Cook down low. But we've got a foul on the inside. It's going to go against Freeman. Is who they'll take here for Avila. Only the second foul against Avila, though. 3:51 to go. 74-65. Lady Eagles haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. Running out of time here. Ickes blasts it up top for Ashley Cook. And Cook sets it over to Watkins, right wing. One-on-one with Paige Bunn. Watkins has 15 on 5 made threes. Watkins pulls up, it's a miss. Tolson, offensive board inside, dump off for Cook. Cook can't hit the gimme down low. Loose ball rebound goes to Garrett. She fires a three. Circles around the rim, no good. And Ickes had the board. She fumbles it out of bounds. They love the effort on the bench, but you got to control that one. 9-point game here. Lady Eagles scoreless drought continues. They've scored, if you extend it out, 3 points in 4.5 minutes.
We need her to score right there.
They had it down to a 2-point deficit first minute here, and Avila's added on since. They can make it double figures again. Here's Faulkner weaving, and she'll take it back up top. Avila, 15 of 22 from beyond the arc. It's one of the best three-point shooting performances I think I've ever seen, at least on the women's side. Here is Faulkner with 10 seconds, has a double pick up top, takes it toward the right wing, one-on-one with Cook. Faulkner in the lane, draws contact, flips it up, misses, and Tolson scoops up her 12th rebound of the game. She's got 42 rebounds in her last 3 ball games, 74-65. Here's Watkins in the lane, dump off to Garrett. Garrett shot fake, pulls up from the free throw line, now missing as Tolson taps it back outside. Need a quick shot. Cook, spot up, 3-ball, got it. 6-point game. Cook gets her second one from downtown, and the nearly 4-minute scoreless drought is snapped. Wesleyan right back in the thick of it, only down 6 with 2.5 minutes to go. Here's Morgan on the right side with the basketball. Pulls up a 16-foot fader. Not going to go. Rebound is loose, and Toulson saves it. She has been an animal on the glass today. Wesleyan, just get a good shot here. You don't necessarily need a 3, but Cook has the ball right side, pulls up long 2 and buries it. 74-70. Ashley Cook has been the spark plug when Wesleyan's needed it. 2 minutes left. They're down by just 4. Timeout for Avila as Oklahoma Wesleyan storming back in this one. Their bench fired up as they trail by just 4. And we're going to take a full timeout. We'll take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Your attention, please.
Dunge's family of autos is under new management. Come meet the new Dunge's family of autos management as we bring in the new year and are eager to fill our staff with new employees, new attitudes, and new faces. Must be 18 to apply.
I've got to start. Not my call.
And Dunge's family of autos will trade vacation, evening shift, full-time, part-time, with benefits, vacation, operating product specialist, customer service specialist, Dunge's family of auto, all aboard. Apply in person. Dunge's family of auto, the home of simplified selling. No games.
4-point ball game. Oklahoma Wesleyan storming back in this one. 5 unanswered points for Ashley Cook. And it's Avila basketball. 2:04 left. 74-70. This game, Roger, has been wildly entertaining, and hopefully Oklahoma Wesleyan can complete what would be a double-digit comeback effort in this one.
Well, they've got to get a steal, because you know Avila, one thing they're going to want to do is they're going to want to milk the clock.
And they can do so here. Faulkner has it up top. 20 seconds on the shot clock with 1:58 left in regulation. Faulkner on the left side, on the wing, guarded by Watkins. Pass up top for Morgan. Morgan running down the clock, puts the ball on the deck now, gets the switch on the defender. Morgan pulls up for 3. Oh my goodness, another one. Maddie Morgan has 21 tonight. Back to a 7-point game, 77-70. Here's Cook, launches another one. Not going to go, and Morgan gets the rebound. Minute 30 to go. Coach Hadley shaking her head on the Wesleyan bench. Here's Watkins, punches at Faulkner, and she's going to head to the line here for 2 shots. You feel like, Roger, just, man, if you could have 1 or 2 of these defensive possessions back where some open threes went down, I think it would be an entirely different basketball game.
It's slipping away.
Faulkner from the line, good. 3 players for Avila in double figures. Paige Bunn, 22, 21 for Maddie Morgan, and Faulkner at the line with now 11. So we've got a lane violation here on Avila. Shot was missed anyway. 78-70, minute 26 left. Not out of it quite yet, but you need some luck to go your way here if you're Oklahoma Wesleyan. They'll roll the ball up to midcourt. Watkins scoops it up, and Bunn is going to pick her up defensively. Watkins gets into the lane, and she's shoved down to the deck, kind of landed awkwardly, bent that right leg backward.
That's a good foul. That's only the 3rd foul.
Yeah, they got a couple to give. Paige Bunn has been every bit as advertised in this game. Hasn't necessarily played the best defense on Watkins, though, as she slipped open for 5 threes. Minute 20 left. Shot clock at 20. Ickes will inbound from the baseline here. Hopefully not too little too late here for the Lady Eagles. Inbound goes to Watkins on the right side. Watkins driving baseline. Got to hurry to get a shot up. Lofts it inside for Toulson. Has to leap to get it. Back outside Watkins. Tries a 30-footer. And that went off the left side of the rim, out of bounds into the corner. Minute 8 left, and could be a catastrophic possession there for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Need to get a steal here, or possibly force a turnover in the backcourt. Here is Morgan to Westrom, now across, and Paige Bunn cuts wide open, and she scores. 24 for Bunn, and it's a 10-point game, 80-70. Lady Eagles have had the offense today, but the defense has not been there to match. and they are likely going to fall in this one, snapping their 2-game winning streak, squandering their perfect week. Lady Eagles got to go as they're just holding on to the ball, running out the shot clock. Goodwin dribbles it off her leg, out of bounds. They'll say Avila touched it last year, but not the urgency you need down by 10 in the final minute.
Standing around like they didn't know what to do. You got to attack the goal.
So Ickes down low, gets it to Watkins, scoots to the corner, baseline jumper, Ashley Cook, as she gets another shot to go. Ashley Cook, first double figures game of the season. She's got 10 points. 8 of those have come in the fourth quarter. It's 80-72. 36 seconds remain here in the contest. Avila taking a 30-second timeout here, but Oklahoma Wesleyan in this one, Roger, you don't win too many games where you give up 16 threes. We did have a rarity 2 years ago in the men's game where Sterling came here, hit 21 threes and lost by 2, but that's not the case today.
But look at the stat. They shot 69% from threes. And
it's unreal.
And 50% from field. Both of those are high. But 69%.
The 2016 Golden State Warriors couldn't do that.
16 to 23. They shot extremely well, but I will say this much, at least in the first half, we never contested it. And that would be one thing I would really point out to our girls. Hey, we got to do better.
Inbound to Bunn. Got a fouler. Goodwin does commit it. 31 seconds left, 80-72. Avila next at St. Mary. Looks like they are going to roll to their 6th straight win here. Lady Eagles will have a couple days off after 3 games this week. They'll head to Sterling on Wednesday, and never an easy trip up there.
And then they're back here next Saturday afternoon again.
I believe Southwestern in town.
Yeah, it is Southwestern.
Bunn hits the free throw. She's got 25 tonight, best performance in her career against the Lady Eagles, and she gets the other one to go as well. 82-72. Full timeout. We'll use it to step aside and catch our breath. Lady Eagles trail by 10 here, final minute.
Hey, think outside the box. Big box stores, that is. Shop Moxie on 2nd. That's where your game is. Not only are we here to provide you the best and unique gifts and Oklahoma-made gourmet products, but we are the Game Day Spirit Store. You'll find the latest fashions in game day wear and custom design merchandise created just for you. Bring in your ideas and we'll create something that will definitely keep that team spirit intact for your favorite team or school. Stop at Moxie on 2nd in Bartlesville, next door to the Bartlesville Prep Shop.
Ascension St. John Cardiology is a leader in heart care. From complex procedures to routine screenings, our cardiologists care for hearts all over the region using the latest advancements in cutting-edge technology. Our care teams listen to you and deliver the heart care that's right for you, closer to home. Make Ascension St. John your choice for regular heart care and your most urgent cardiac emergency. Cardiologist who's right for you at ascension.org/stjohnhealthcare.
Welcome back to the Mueller Sports Center. Dwindling moments of this game here between Avila and Oklahoma Wesleyan. It is currently 82-72. Avila out in front. Oklahoma Wesleyan possesses the basketball. Goodwin going to pass it in from the left side. 31 seconds left in the game here. Need a Reggie Miller-esque effort for Oklahoma Wesleyan to come back in this game. Watkins at center court sends it to Goodwin. Double team. Goodwin looked like she was fouled. No whistle. Double team comes. Goodwin in trouble. Gets it off to Ashley Cook. And Cook fouled here on the near side as we got a nice loud listen to that whistle. Seems like this guy on this side, Roger, this near side official is the only one who's called anything.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of fouls called.
I guess the 2 of the 3 officials.
But I think they've been pretty consistent.
Here's Goodwin. Goodwin fouled, and that'll put the Lady Eagles on the line for 2. Wesleyan from the stripe today, 10 of 16. 30 of 37 from the foul line in their 2 wins prior to this game.
That was 5 fouls on 0.
Wow.
I did not know that.
She'll foul out Maddie Morgan with 21 points. She had 23 in the first game on the season series, so 2 20-point efforts here. As Avila, I think they have some of the best scorers in the entire conference. We've seen everybody one time around and then some. Should have been Goodwin on the line. No, that was actually 4 fouls on Avila.
Give
so
the ball
excuse
to
us.
Essence.
Tolson a career game, 19 points, 14 boards. As Goodwin misses, 15 boards, 21 points for Tolson as she works hard down low. Tolson has had, as a foul committed on Bunn, but this stat, Roger, at least 14 boards in the last 3 games for Essence Tolson.
Yeah. But, you know, if we was going to foul somebody there, I'd have grabbed number 33. That's been who I would have grabbed. I'd say grab her or grab 25. We're not going to put their best foul shooter on the line. We're going to foul her before she ever gets to touch the ball.
Bunn hits the free throw. Been automatic from the stripe today. Paige Bunn from the line is 3 of 3, 9 of 13, and 6 of 8 from three-point land. Hits them both. She's got 28 points on the day. Hadley wanted a timeout. 10 seconds left. Lady Eagles down by 10. Ickes will drive to the basket, try the floater. Not going to go. Goodwin gets the board here with 3 seconds left. Goodwin underneath. Feeds to Ickes. Ickes at the buzzer. It's going to go, but it does not matter. 84-76. Avila comes into Bartlesville and takes care of business. They've won 6 in a row. They'll move to 12-6 and 12-3 in conference. The Lady Eagles' 2-game winning streak is snapped. They fall to 8-8 in conference, 12-9 overall, and now 6-4 here at home as they've dropped back-to-back games at Mueller. We'll take a break and wrap it up right after this. You're listening to Lady Eagle Basketball on KPGM.
Bartlesville is living up to its tagline. Chevrolets are cheaper in the Ville. Bartlesville. Patriot Chevrolet in Bartlesville is coming off a record-setting year. Thank you, Oklahoma, for making Patriot Chevrolet one of the fastest-growing dealerships in Oklahoma. The remaining 2019 models in stock must be sold at all cost. Buy new Chevrolets for up to $15,000 off. 2019 Silverado trucks take $15,000 off. 2019 Silverado regular cabs marked down to only $22,890. All remaining Silverados must go. 2019 Tahoes take $10,000 off. They all must go. And all purchases are backed by the Patriot Pledge. Get engines for life. What? You can't do that. Oh, yes, we can. Save up to $15,000 on new Chevrolets. Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville or BartlesvilleChevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Patriot Chevrolet. Bartlesville. Silverado stock number 197.63. MSRP 42,100. Stock number 196.79. Stock number 197.63. MSRP 59.30.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can